Hello everyone, this is V Coach Bong Diumbria, and this learning video is about how to make your WordPress blog awesome. Awesome in look and in power to deliver the digital effectiveness that you want. And in this learning video, we'd like to highlight the important things that will be measured on your WordPress blog. Okay, first we'll look at if the website name is something that's easy to remember and clearly identified and identifiable to you or to your product or service or your company. So for me, I invested about a 1,000 pesos a year to own bongdiumbria.com instead of having a longer name like bongdiumbria.wordpress.com, or sometimes that's even not available. Okay, so but usually if you have an uncommon name, you can own that, and between bongdiumbria.com and bongdiumbria.wordpress.com, it's not a lot, but again, I wanted to make it simple, shorter, and more appealing to those I will try to share it with. Okay, so it's up to you whether you also invest 1,000 pesos a year or settle with what's free. We have that in another video. So that's the first thing we're looking for. Is the website URL or link um, clearly identifiable to the topic of the blog? Second, we're looking at if your WordPress blog is like a gateway or a link to your other platforms. So on the right side, I put in the social media links where I have other platforms for other content. So this blog is meant to show marketing and be an educational platform for my students and co-employees. So some content is useful here, but other content would be better hosted in other platforms. So I have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, the YouTube channel, and Pinterest. So if we click on Facebook, it brings us to the Facebook page. Okay, and that's my personal page, my family. Um, but if you're interested in my professional positioning, then LinkedIn is also there. So if you click on that, it brings you to my professional identity, which again allows me to control the image I have for different target markets. Okay, so I require three. Um, Facebook, if you're willing to share your Facebook profile. If not, then create a second or third Facebook account that's not linked to your personal account. So just so you practice that other Facebook link. One is LinkedIn, and the third one is the YouTube channel. So because I've asked you to make videos on your page, you should have a YouTube channel that, if you can see now, it's customized to my name. And I think there has to be a minimum number of followers or views for you to be able to customize the YouTube channel link. Um, you can research how much that is, but YouTube wants you to have your own customized channel to drive traffic to their site. Now, while here, I'd just like to point out that I'm now on my third level or third generation standard for my videos. The blue videos here are my latest videos. After I decided that the better background for my videos will be something in blue color, consistent with the Ateneo, because it's more visually appealing than the previous version, which was all white, simple, with black and red text. So that's an upgrade, which I decided on a few days ago. But what's more important is by linking to the channel, which is really a video platform, you direct viewers from your site to content that you created. Okay, so again, uh, that's a second one we're looking at. A third one we're looking at for a good or extraordinary WordPress page is the site title, which should be unique and again consistent with your objective for the site. For me, I want to transform students and colleagues who visit this. I want to transform them with ideas in this site. And my tagline, consistent with my logo, is we start and end with service. Okay, so we're also looking at this, make it interesting, make it unique, and something that will be identified to your site. So another requirement we have for a good website is you should have at least two tabs. So here we have five tabs. Okay, so one of the five tabs is about me. Okay, so rather than saying about me, I made it about vCoach Bong. It's important that you are credible to visitors to your site who may not know you personally. So this tab allows me to introduce myself, what I do, and to add credibility to it, I link it to the Ateneo site, which is a .edu site and definitely more credible than any site I can make. Right? So that's my background, and it's always good practice to link one site or one URL back to other relevant sites. So in this site, I link back to my LinkedIn profile and back to my WordPress site. Okay, so if I click that, it brings me to the site. Since we saw the LinkedIn, again, it's a professional positioning for me. So again, this site serves as a gateway to that professional positioning. So normally when you create a WordPress site, you have two default tabs, a home button, which will host your blog posts chronologically. So they will appear with the most recent one appearing on top and the later ones appearing at the bottom. Okay. So for this class, you are required to make at least five blog posts. Um, and each blog post should have the following elements. Okay. So, so here, if I click on a blog post, what are the elements we're looking for? Number one, they should have a very creative and attention-grabbing title. There should be some text explanation on what's it about, um, and a video. Or instead of a video, it can be a picture or both. Now, the video and the picture need not be your own creation. In this particular post, it's my video and it's my creation. So I just embedded it here. But again, if you don't have time to create your own video, you can just share videos from YouTube which are relevant to your blog post. Okay, so you know that you created the blog post correctly if you can again do one thing, which is to if you share the link to your blog post. So I'll copy this. You know you created it correctly if when you share it, when you share that blog post, um, for instance here, this is my Viber page. If I share the link and it appears with a picture that is relevant to the blog post, then I created the blog post completely. Okay, now this particular blog post is a video tutorial to how to add images to your WordPress link. So it's useful to know how to do it. A failed or incomplete blog post, so the setting is not complete, is when you copy a link And when you post it on Viber or Facebook or some other social media account, instead of your desired image, it's your logo, it's your site logo that comes out. So this is an article, a blog post on VUCA, which is very interesting, but what appears is the site logo. So you want to be able to have the relevant image appear together with the title of your blog post. So how do we do that? We'll take advantage of this opportunity to bring us back to this page. So obviously that VUCA page was incomplete. Let's search for VUCA within the site. Okay, so that this is the post that if I copy the URL on top, it will show the title, but it will not show the relevant image. So to fix this, we will click on edit post. So I'll edit the post. Okay, so now we're going to the edit mode. And on the right side, we will see that the featured image is blank. So what we'll do is try to select an image we will use. These are the images I used in the previous blog post, but since the VUCA one is not yet here, I need to upload it from my computer. So I'll select my file and I know it's in the downloads because I just recently downloaded it. So there's a VUCA image which I will now add as a part of the blog post. So let me just bring you here. So now it's here and I will just set the featured image. Okay. There's a plugin, an SEIO plugin in my site that allows me, that's the name of the plugin, AIO SEO. So you can add that as a free plugin on your WordPress site. And if you click social, you can set that the image source is the featured image. Okay, so now I will save this new setting and I will update the blog post so that now if I copy the link, if I copy the link to this blog post, it will copy or attach the image I set. Okay, so normally again, uh, what we get is so we updated this, and then there's a view post. Okay, you will know that this is not the link because it says edit. So if you click on view post, okay, you will note that WordPress normally takes the elements of your headline or your blog post title as much as possible to make it the link to your post. So if I copy that and now I go back to Viber, and this can be any other social media account. If I paste the link, if I paste the link, the image that we attach to the post will come out together with the link. This is the same link as that earlier, but in the earlier one, I didn't yet set the featured image. This is why this is better because the image is related to the headline of the blog posts. Okay, so uh, again, that's what we're looking for as far as the blog posts are concerned. What else are we looking for? So we are also looking for a sidebar, a column, whether it's on the right or left side, that allows viewers to go to your other posts and see the titles so that they can easily go from the main post which they're looking at to the other posts. Okay, so we want that in. Um, the home button will normally be active right away because your 5 blog posts will be there chronologically. but you may want to consider additional tabs, like because I teach two marketing subjects. One is marketing management, so I have a separate tab for that. I have a digital marketing class, so I have a separate tab for that. It's not useful to mix the two together. And I have a separate tab for my brand positioning of what is hyper marketing 3.0. So that explains what it is. So again, these three groups are three different folders which you can have online, and you can imagine one tab as having your product shots. The other tab can explain who are the people in your organization or your other services, and so on. So you can have as many tabs as you want, but typically five to seven tabs will be enough, no? For your site visitors. So what else are we looking for? So we're looking for a cover photo here. I'm not really good at customizing the photos, so I don't have that capability. But if you have an artist, they can guide you on how to adjust the photo size so that it's the right one for the cover photo. So this is just a generic one, which I put there. And then the other one is a site logo, which is not apparent here, but my site logo is this. No? So it's my personal brand logo. What else? So if we go scroll down, the other thing is it still again finishes with the executive summary, which are your tabs. I have 5 tabs, which are links to my other uh, platforms, online platforms, so Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and Pinterest. Okay, so these are the elements of a good website, which I'm looking for as far as you are concerned. A lot of this you can learn on your own. Just search for your question and you will find the answer in Google. So I will make a rubric to show how the points relevant to each of the features we asked. So now it's your turn to create your awesome website. Enjoy! And one more thing, if you found value in this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, connect through my blog or through LinkedIn, so together we can serve.